Okay. Show me.
Hi there, welcome back to the DutchRC channel for another unboxing and build video. And in this video we will be unboxing and building a Wilga 2000 from OriginHobby. This one came from banggood.com. I will have a link in the description of this video to this plane. Now right off the back I should state that this is not my plane. My friend Yuri ordered it, so thank you Yuri for giving me the opportunity to show this plane to people. On the other hand, I will also be building and testing the plane, as Yuri is not an experienced plane pilot, so that's kind of a win-win here. So, well, what is this? Let me zoom into the specifications here. It is a 1330mm wingspan plane, so an in-between size. I think it's not a small plane and it's not a super large plane. Still a plane you could fit in most cars, I think. The length is just over 1 meter. Flying weight is 1.35 kilograms. It comes with a 1200 kV motor, which leads me to believe it runs on a 3S. Yes, it runs on a 2300. Whoa, 2300 3S. That's a weird size. I assume you can get away with a higher C rate 2200. Most pilots will have a lot of 2200 milliampere Lipos. Let's see, it is a 5-channel plane and it has 6 servos, 6 9-gram servos. I'm not sure if that's true. The Banggood site says it has 4 servos, but we'll see. Okay, the box came to me in an outer box, so it was pretty well packaged, and as you will see, all parts of the plane are also wrapped in bubble wrap. I hope that's visible, but every part of the plane is wrapped in bubble wrap. Now, as in most of my videos, I will get everything out of the box off camera and then I'll show you what came in the box. Hold on. Okie dokie, everything out of the box, and let's see what parts we have. Well, as you can already tell, it does come with flap servos, so it indeed does have 6 servos, this plane. A bit weird that the Banggood site states that it has 4 servos. I'll mail them about that. Another thing, yeah, all servos of the wings are already installed, as you can see. Flap servos, aileron servos. The servos are not very securely glued in there though. So, well, this flap servo actually is in pretty tight, this one isn't. And the control rods, these ones, seem to be ripped out of the foam slightly, probably in packaging. So I'll probably rip them out completely and re-glue those. The other wing, yeah, has slightly the same problem. So if you get this plane, be sure to check if everything is glued in securely. And let's see, yeah, the plane also comes with a carbon spar, or is it glass fiber? Hard to tell. I think it's carbon, not carbon fiber, but carbon. And that obviously slots into the 2 wings. And over here and over here you see a little screw, and that will keep the spar in place. And I think that's actually the only thing that keeps the wing in place, which is pretty okay. That will work. Okay, let's take a look at the other parts. We've got ourselves a horizontal stabilizer and elevator. As you can see, there's a little bit of a dent over here from packaging. Not too bad. Be sure to wiggle these around a little to loosen up the hinge. Control rod horn is already installed, as you can see. Okay, and the last and the biggest part is the fuselage. Quite a big fuselage, as you can see. Nice that it has real windows. I like that. Adds to the scale look. Even a window at the back over here, which is also how you can get to the tail servos. Maybe it's hard to see, but you will have to take out these 4 screws and then you can get to the tail servos. And from the looks of it, I'll have to check if those are glued incorrectly as well. Okido, well, here is where your wings will attach, of course. It's a high wing model. And at the bottom over here, a generous air vent for cooling. That's nice. And let's see. This should be the battery hatch. Yes, it is. Okay. The AESC is already installed, as you can see. Does this work? Huh. Oh yeah, okay, that works. Cool stuff. Okay, let's see. We get a Y harness, probably for the ailerons or maybe for the flap servos. I'm not sure yet. And we have a landing gear assembly, which actually does have sprung wheels. Not just for looks, but they actually provide dampening. Very nice. I had not expected that. It's all aluminum with foam wheels, not super squishy foam, but well, the spring action will dampen less than fortunate landings as well. So, and you get some fairing to go with it. Will just be glued onto to here. That should look nice. Okido, and we get a spinner with a, what is this? 11 by 5.5 propeller. It's a plastic spinner, by the way, not an aluminium. We get 3 screws and a strip of hook and loop Velcro, probably to attach your battery, your flight battery. Okido, that's everything. There's one more thing, you get a manual. Let's take a quick look at the manual. Is that any good? Blah 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 blah. Well, it looks adequate, but not super. As you can see, black and white pictures, but should do the job. The English actually does look pretty okay in this manual. Okay, so next thing is assembly. I wouldn't call it building, it's more assembly, of course, with a plane like this. So let's get on with that. Alrighty, assembly time. I've had a look through the assembly manual and, well, as you can imagine, assembly of a plane like this is very simple. You do not need glue, but like I said before, 2 of the servos from the kit were loose, so I did glue those in, and a couple of the control horns weren't in really tight, so I glued those in as well. Ordinarily you would not need glue if the kit arrives with you in good order. Okay, the first thing I will do here is slot in the horizontal stabilizer and elevator, and obviously that'll go into the back and it'll slot into a groove like so. Now the kit comes with three screws, one long screw and two shorter screws. The two short screws are for your landing gear. So the long one here is for your elevator / horizontal stabilizer. So let's get that in place. Okay, that took far longer than expected. The supplied screw for the tail is half a centimeter too long, and it would interfere with the rudder. So I made a 50mm washer from rubber around the screw, and now it's in very tight. So bit stupid, but like I said, the screw was clearly far too long. Okay, next thing we'll do is attach the landing gear. For those that you'll need shorter screws. Will those fit? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, the landing gear. Let's see. Yes, there is a front and a back side to the landing gear, of course. It'll go on like this. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. Yes, these screws do fit. That's nice. Okay, obviously put the first one in without tightening it down, so you can get the other one lined up, and there we go. There's no reason to over tighten these screws anyway. Just hand tight should be just fine. Okay, that's on. Nice. Okay, and obviously you'll have to put the fairing on. There's a strip of double-sided tape already on it. Obviously, if you want to put the fairing on, you can choose to not put them on. I must say, it looks pretty nice. I like the color scheme of this plane as well. Nice and lively. Okay, let's see. Yeah, to put your electronics into the plane receiver, you will have to take this back window out. It's held in with 4 screws. I won't show you how to put your receiver in and how to connect things, but because that depends on the radio system that you use. Spectrum, for instance, uses another order for their channels than Futaba and others, so I can't tell you how that works on your radio system. However, if you it will be a bit fiddly to get to all the wires from this back window, and maybe if you really don't want to do that, you can take the front window off again, and after installing the electronics, glue it back in. I will do my best to go through the back window. Okay, wings. As you can see, I already have the carbon spar in. Let me see if I'm in focus. Yeah, let me zoom out a little. Hold on. Okay, the wings. Like I mentioned in the unboxing part of this video, the wings are held in with the screws that are already in the wing. This one over here. So you'll have to drive that back a little. So the spar can be fitted into it. And then it's just a matter of routing the wires of the servos into the plane. There's a hole over here on the side for those. Yeah, bit fiddly. A lot fiddly, I should say. And after that, route the carbon spar into the wing, and both of the wings have another spar at the end. Let me show you on the other wing. This little spar that will slot into this hole over here in the fuselage. And of course, after you've put the wing onto the spar, you tighten up this screw, and do that for both wings. Let me see. Yeah, the spinner and propeller assembly, you will have to take that apart to fit it onto the plane. You'll have to take out these two screws, and then you can screw the cowling onto the motor shaft. That's it for the build, really. Yeah, if you have any questions about this build, please let me know. I will, weather permitting, very shortly do a test flight as well of this plane. I'm actually very much looking forward to it. It's a nice looking plane, and it's a nice size as well. So that'll be coming up pretty soon. Hold on for that. And if you see this video just after the New Year's Eve, Happy New Year of course to you as well, and hope to see you back in another video. Bye bye.